Good afternoon, YouTube. It's currently 5:48 in the afternoon as I start this vlog a little later than usual. I spent my whole morning decently productive. First thing I did was go into the gym, then I edited a bunch of videos, finalized this website that we're now able to launch today, and also prepared the June event that's currently live, which is going to be very excited to document. Now that I have all this stuff to show you guys in the video, I want to talk real quick about the June event and about the direction of the company. For the newer people watching, me and my business partner are trying to build the #1 UGC platform where you as a creator, whether you have already made videos or just want to get into content creation, can find brand deals, sign with them immediately, and start making money for posting simple videos. The way that we're doing that and the way we're going to diversify and be different than the rest is with a very transparent form of documentation and a super gamified and unique way of approaching the challenge of making exciting content. The ways that we're going to attack these points is obviously a bit more private, but you will be able to figure it out. And this series on YouTube is just documenting the entirety of it. So the June event on itself is essentially our first attempt at gamification. It's going to be a tournament style event where people fight in brackets against each other, make videos, gather views, and the winner climbs in the leaderboard. Because we're going to do this on a day-to-day basis, I need to make sure that I properly set this up, which so far is going pretty decent. And once we have that, it's all about gathering data and then actually systemizing it to make it a core feature of our platform. We have a small group of creators currently on our platform already testing and making money on the deals, and we're slowly building out our user base. Currently for this June event, you can actually try UGC Jungle entirely for free. All you got to do is click the link in the bio, sign up, make an account, and apply, and you can potentially be let into this so we can show you how easy this is, how much money you can make, and how to actually build a long-term asset / career out of this. And doing all of that in a gamified way so that it's actually exciting for you as well as exciting to watch for the people that, are just watching these documentation videos. Now, in terms of challenges and something more interesting that I see less people talk about, we have the fact that even though we have all these great plans, even though we're building sick websites and, we have a whole platform, we're really not, as founders, making any money. Like, the company is practically still at level zero. I can't live off this money. I'm lucky I had a super great 2025, so I have a bunch of money saved up, but I can't live off this money and it's not really making me any profit. And it's cool because for the first time in my life, it doesn't have to be the goal. Back when I was, making my first $1 million online, which I did last year, it was always about the money. I could not build something without money because the only thing I knew was that, for a business to be profitable, for me back then, a good business was defined by the amount of money that it made and not necessarily about the fundament, the hours that you can put in without really generating any revenue or profit. But for this business, it's a bit different. I can finally lay my focus out a little bit more into the long term. And that's a skill that, you start developing, which comes with a lot of different challenges. It's going to come with a lot of doubt, even more stress, even more uncertainty. But in the end, that's what I'm playing the game for. That's what I actually love doing. So I'm all here for it. We're just going to have to find out how, everything is going to go. And again, everybody can watch it, which is also a crazy aspect of it. Like, everything will just be publicly there. So if I fail, I'll probably have it on there. If I succeed, I'll probably have it on there, and all the challenges in between. For now, again, content is the main thing. And I'm, to be honest, really not excited for this. I'm in this different room, as you guys can see as well. This is at my parents' house. It's like a little study room. I used to use it for studying back when I was younger. Just a little change of scenery because for the shit that I don't like to do, it's hard for me to really focus if I'm in my room where, there's a bed and shit and I can lay on the bed all day, which is something that's always tempting. Every home entrepreneur, quote unquote, will understand what I'm saying here. So just need to iron that shit out. Gonna make a bunch of TikToks. I'm not gonna like all of them, but that's just the simple reality of being a creator. And what's cool, beyond the fact that I'm building this platform, I'm also still to this day doing content creation myself because, listen, I understand the power of this very well. I understand the power of making money as a creator. It's extremely powerful. Absolutely insane what content can do for you and how it can change your life in so many different ways, which is why I'll always keep inspiring you guys to make content, and why I'll never stop making content myself, even if I have whatever, $1 billion company. God knows, right? I'll still never stop making content because it's the lifeblood of my entire business. So yeah, gonna do all of that. Not super excited for it, but we're still gonna get it done. Let's go. Good morning, YouTube. It's currently 9:44 in the morning and we're so back. We have a lot on the planning today. Website done. I'm going to show you guys that in this video, so stay tuned. It's going to be an epic review. I'll try and make it as cinematic as possible. And another part of this documentation series is going to be showing you guys how I actually make money with this in real time, right? That also is going to go hand in hand with the event, which we're doing for June. I'm a bit late with that because, again, the website kind of got hold it up. We're kind of changing our pricing. We're going to make UGC Jungle free for probably this month or a couple of weeks of the month, which is going to be super epic. Going to onboard a lot of creators for free and actually train and teach you guys for free, which is a bit of a risk on our side, right? We've done this in the past a lot. I've helped a lot of people out for free, and the problem with doing that is that 80% of the people, your time and effort is not going to give you any ROI, right? So we're really doing it for that core 20%. But with the marketing that we're currently doing, which is much harder to find, it's much less of a direct sales push. Like if you guys are watching this YouTube video, you must have some genuine interest into what we're doing, because nothing of these videos is designed to be extremely entertaining and to sort of be in this brain rot range, right? It's all designed in a much more raw and authentic way, which is not, really viral. It doesn't get that many views, but the people that we attract at least have good quality. And this is also something where if you're currently watching right now and you want to try it out to be a creator, this is going to be your moment in time because it's going to be free. You can apply in the link in the description. And when we have a good pool of, let's say, 15 extra creators that we start teaching this for free, we will make the platform paid again, because in the end, of course, I want to get paid for the educational services of coaching and teaching you guys how to actually do this. Because fuck, man, we have expertise, we have a lot of money that we made with selling products online, and we're still till this day sometimes giving that out for free. And I feel like that's a trench period of a company that, in the type of companies that we build, it will probably keep on happening. And I'm happy that I can show you guys that I'm still humble enough to, even after $1.5 million revenue generated online, I'm still going to sit here and tell you guys I will help people for free. And that will probably always be the case like that. As long as I keep making new companies, which I'm not planning to make new companies all my life, but you guys know what I mean. As long as I am forced to be into a trench, right, into something, building something up from scratch again, I'll always be humble enough to say, no matter what happened in the past, even though that's great, even though that has value, I'll always be down to go back to the trenches, help people for free, build up the teams, yada, 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 the whole, basic stuff. So yeah, that's all on the planning today. First thing I'm going to do is I need to prepare a document for a developer, because beyond the fact that we got a whole new front-end design website that he now has to turn from vibe code into actual working code, we also have a lot of updates in terms of what the platform on the inside looks like. I can show you guys real quick already what that's sort of going to look like. But in short, we're just going to add these creator walkthroughs to the platform. There's a bunch of other designs, as we can see right here, a whole new designs, vibe coded, and we're kind of playing around with that. AI is absolutely huge for a company currently. We practically use it every day, and it starts to be able to do more and more and more insane stuff. And I will constantly be updating you guys as well on the progress of, our AI usage. Because with the current timing that we're in, it seriously can take 1 or 2 good AI moves, like AI moves that other companies are not doing, for you to make a huge head start and make insane progress before the rest can catch up. So this is another opportunity that I'm looking at. And you gotta imagine, you need to manage all of this at the same time while staying humble, while still putting in those trench hours. And that's what makes it so exciting. Like, it's a rocket that can take off any moment, but it could also take 2-3 more months of just literally consistent grind before we're gonna make any serious money. And either way, I just want you guys to know I'm gonna be down for it regardless. So, subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a lot of updates. Let's get to work. See you guys in a couple hours. Peace. Okay, guys, the website is officially done. It's about to go live, and I'm about to show you the stuff that I've worked on. Just want you to know, this is fully done with Claude Design, fully done with AI, and it's honestly just insane how much you can do with that. I will now edit in an extremely overdone edit of this website to properly present it. So here we go. And now that you guys have seen the final product, it's time to move on to the next step. It's currently 1:40 p.m. so I still have practically the whole day to work. The next steps are going to be to set up the June event and actually get this whole thing to move forward. Because I was building the website and I wanted it to be live before moving forward with the content, the events, and everything that we're doing, this website had so much top priority that the whole company kind of slowed down until I was done with it. Now that it's finally done, I can focus on the new stuff that we're having, which is number one, as I think I said earlier in the video as well, it's currently free to apply for UGC Jungle for this June event, so that you guys watching can actually use this to your own benefit, get connected to brand deals instantly and not pay a single dime into learning and getting coaching from us personally to help you out. I'm going to start making the plans and setting up the structures to also show you guys the progress of members on our platform, because I really want to document that as well. And then finally, my own content that I can now really focus on. I'm not just building this platform because I want to be the distributor and the middleman of everything. I truly believe into this, which means I'm also doing this business model myself, right? I'm also a creator myself, which I think just shows even more how much potential this platform has and what we're doing here. So I'm going to be working on that. I can now finally make more videos, get this whole thing moving, document that for you guys. So it's going to all be very epic. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. Hope you guys liked the new website. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. And let's fucking get it.